Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Nimpulse Plays, where we are playing an FMB game called Her Story. The start, I think, of a trilogy of games, with the most recent game being Immolation, I think, or something, and it won a Game Award, or was nominated, so hopefully a good series. I hope there is an option to turn the volume down just a smidge. It's quite loud. But anyway, this game is called Her Story, or Ori, as the game is currently suggesting. There is a mouse cursor on screen. I assume that's me. You are logged in as author guest. Logic database, enter query to access archived footage. Search terms murder. So we got log off, readme, really readme.txt, rubbish bin. Yeah, I'll search for murder, why not? Oh my god. Let's move this out of the way. What's in the readme? Introduction to the Logic database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The Logic database is one of many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, computer will continue to be a valuable item in your crime-fighting toolkit. That's true, yeah, even now. Database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. It has automatically been sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately. One moment. Apologies, I've still got my COVID cough. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed, and the contents of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in the word, e.g. robbery, into the search field, click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word to narrow a search using multiple words, e.g. robbery supermarket. If you're working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise using inverted commas to search an exact match against an entire statement, e.g., yes, I was there. To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searches, please click in the user tag box. Is this a game, or am I working here now? Hey, here's the database. I filled a Freedom of Information form. To get your guest access, everything seems to work. Transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. Y2K didn't really do anything. No one has touched them since. Couldn't find the server with the detectives footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97. But you said the original tapes were in 99. Or is now 99, I guess. I don't know. But figured this would be enough. Take your time. Okay. Let's database checker. What does this do? We may never know. What's in the rubbish bin? Hack.info? One for the mums here. Classic two-player strategy for lunchtime gaming. Enjoy. An ASCII face. Cracks with class. Cyberghost, the legends you never see us illusionist. What does that say at the top? CNCO? Well, anyway. Yeah, let's play the game, why not? Player 1's turn. Player 2's turn. Mirror tiles, player 1's turn. Ah, okay. What's the objective, though? 3. If I did this, does that. This does that. Was this Connect 4, but everything flips? Or is it just the number of things you have? So is it kind of like Go? There you go. So it was just a bunch of points because I got on a line. Game is very loud. Okay. There was no menu to address game noise, so bear with me just a moment. I'm going to lower the volume for myself. Alright, we're back. The game is now not deafening to me, which is nice. Anyway, clip 141, 163, 181, 188, so they're all organised in order. I guess we play it. It's 11 seconds.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
I think it's murder. Clearly it's murder. That footage was from 27th of June 1994. It's taken about 8:53. This would have been about almost 4 or 5 days later.
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Would have been around in June, I guess. She also appears to be wearing like a provided shirt. It looks like a Portsmouth police shirt or something. What's this one?
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
It was 2 days later. Right? Yeah, 2 days later.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
I don't think that's going to hold up in court. Okay. So if I type the word interview, how many of those am I going to get? Nothing. So a lot of the footage was lost. That's stories. Oh. What was this? This was 27th. This was the day they were arrested.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
Interesting.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
But you just said you don't make your stories. I'm on to you.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Even before I knew the truth?
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it, and I'm going to try when he came back.
Are they talking about
Florence's
Simon?
family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Or...
Maybe it's unrelated.
Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
I hear that. Gosh dang cough. Who's playing piano in the police station?
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there.
This is a murder investigation, right?
It's a beautiful thing.
Why is the dollhouse in question?
Wallpaper to scale. little furniture. The lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories.
Basically just D&D.
Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
You're weird. Okay, so that's all we have for stories. I have a clock. Okay. About 4:06. Okay, let's go with Simon. 61 entries? Access limited to first 5 entries. Oh, okay, so you have to be very specific then, I guess. Video subtitles anti-glare filter? Sure. Oh. What do we think? Do we prefer this? I prefer this.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror
Special
making,
glass.
feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay, when was that? It was 18th of the 6th? So the investigation happened sometime in June. Potentially. Murder, interview, stories. Tell me more about Simon.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair.
Wow.
I bought a photo. They said I should bring a photo.
Hold it up
This
to
was
the
taken last
old
year on holiday on
camera.
Rome.
We'll run out of time. No! Do I get access to that photo?
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
And The Rock.
There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Wait. What was it called? The Rock?
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job, but he didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at The Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since.
So disappeared between
Still
Friday
back this
night
morning.
and Saturday morning?
Isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
And she came in. Is that the first day she came in, the 18th, or is this like a separate interview? It's the 25th. So the 18th of the 6th is the furthest back we've seen so far.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess The Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
Something happened to The Rock?
No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone Simon knew from The Rock.
It all comes back to The Rock. The people's champion of Portsmouth.
A police station.
It's the 30th?
Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing. In
Bob Dylan did it.
We thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
So Eve is her friend, not not related to Florence.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
Oh my god.
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach. And I held her head under, and I kept it under.
Okay.
And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown.
This is
But that was it. It was just a moment.
Oh yeah, just a moment.
Made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
Uh-huh. Oh, the policeman on the other side of the table, I'm like, okay, sure. Was this after the interview?
Hannah.
Who's Hannah?
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Was this recorded when somebody else was out the room? Are you doing Morse code? What are you doing? Okay, hold on. I'm googling that to the side. Bear with me. Morse code common use? I don't know. Wonder if I can pause the footage. No. No, I can only just like... Oh, it's gonna be really hard to do. Can you really not pause the footage? Even on VHS tapes they had that. Alright, what is it?
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Dot dot dot. Dash dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dash dot dot dot. Dot, dot, dot. Is that SOS? Dot 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 is S. Dash 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 is O. I think it started with S. There's dot dot dot. Oh, it could be dot 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 dot. Isn't that SI? Is she saying Simon? So let's go again. I can't believe I'm doing Martha is dead Morse code again. There's also like a gap between words and sentences, so...
What are you doing talking about Eve?
What's it? Dot dot dot. Dot. Dot dot. SE. SE something? Okay, we'll do one more go, and then we'll look at the rest of the videos. But I just want to have a go at this. One more go. So dot 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 is S, dot is E, so SE.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
S, E, dot dot dot, S, SES, E. Dot, 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 dot. 4 dots is H. So at the moment I'm at says, which I don't think is quite right. Okay, maybe I'll edit that in. Oh no, that's not Aceball Hannah. That's Aceball Hannah. Who's Hannah?
My name is Hannah.
Oh.
H-A-N-N-A-H.
Well, now we know.
It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from here, though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Hannah Smith in a relationship, presumably married to Simon Smith. Eve is her friend. Florence, I'm going to guess, is Simon's mother? Could be? No. Florence might be Eve's mother.
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith.
Oh, she's on a lie detector.
Shit. Sorry.
Why did she hesitate? What was the problem with that? Yes, my name is Hannah Smith.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there,
The Florence is a midwife.
was a midwife called Florence.
I mean, the midwife is called Florence.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
Twin?
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Uh-huh. So you're not Hannah Smith? What's time? Right, we're still at 4 o'clock.
She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse.
But you're not Hannah.
She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
What's happening? So she said she was Hannah, but she's not Hannah, unless identical twin. They were born at the same time. So the first one in the blue could be Hannah, one afterwards could not be Hannah. Sister? Oh, a guitar? Okay.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
Do you know Wonderwall? Okay, yeah, we're definitely running a twins gambit here.
Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind.
That's twice drowning somebody at the beach has come into play.
See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. All the dreadful wind.
This is a Taylor Swift song?
Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain, watched her as she slowly drowned.
Stop drowning people.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain, floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful
I'll be honest, the second line always being, oh, wind and rain, over and over.
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to start.
Then it gets weird. Okay. Yeah, it's a good place. Yeah, a good place to stop, I guess. What the hell is going on?
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
Wait, what? The hell are we talking about?
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone.
So you're not Hannah. You're someone else. You're the sister.
My sister is gone.
So Simon's dead and Hannah's dead?
She's never coming back.
I'm gonna guess you drowned her. Hannah, sister. Nothing. Okay. Twin? Okay, we have good responses for twin.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
I don't know.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
I don't... That's 171A, that's also 171A. She doesn't like being asked about
Florence
twins.
took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay. Okay, so here's where we're at the moment. Hannah is one of two twins born to someone. Florence, the midwife, takes one of the children, thinking they're dead, and they come back alive, and in order to not disrupt the family, takes them home and raises them as their own daughter. Despite the fact these are what appear to be identical twins. And they live across the street from each other. So... okay.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
I hate to tell you, but it doesn't exactly get any better for Diana. Okay. Florence.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Something's screwy in this game. But for now, that's where I'm going to call it for here. And I shall see all of you in the next one when we find out more about this mystery murder of someone. I'll be honest, the game's not really hand-holding me that much, so I'm just kind of going through the video clips and making my own story. But we shall continue that story in the next one. Bye for now.